Hi there, Henry. Thank you so much for taking the time to have a chat with us here. First question, how keen were you to join the Joseph All-Star concert?
Oh, very, very keen. One, it's just when you're an actor and you get told that the likelihood of you working at any live gig is extremely low for the next few months, you sort of just go, okay, well, I'm going to jump back on anything I can get my hands on. But also the fact that I got to do Joseph again was just a real sweetener on top of it. It was such a wonderful thing to come back into my life.
Yeah, I bet it's such a wonderful show, and I think everybody enjoys it when they watch it. So we know you've played Pharaoh in the show. However, do you have a best scene at all?
I might be very biased, but my favourite scene was always Song of the King, which is Elvis's first song in Act 2, just because I got to do it, and it's always amazing fun to do a number like that in a live show. So, but again, I'm probably very biased saying that.
No, not at all. Is that your favourite song as well from the musical Song of the King?
Yeah, it's probably my favourite moment in the show. Yeah, just because it's such a weird moment. But by that point in the show, you've had you've had cowboys and you've had Egyptians, and you're sat in the interval thinking, how much more wacky can this really get? And then Elvis turns up, and you just think, oh well, okay. I suppose I asked for that one, didn't I?
No, I think that's what makes Joseph so unique, isn't it? It's wackiness. So what and when was your first theatrical experience?
So my first Amdram show was a production of The Railway Children, the musical version of The Railway Children, which I did in my hometown of Chelmsford in Essex, where I grew up. And then professionally, my first job after I left college was pantomime in Salisbury at Salisbury Playhouse. And that was really lovely, especially because that was the year that Novichok happened and the town was slightly more in a sort of a somber moment than previous years. And it was just really lovely to be able to go and give some joy back.
Oh, that was great. And who doesn't love a good panto? So what is the toughest part then, in your opinion, of being an actor? Because, of course, with the Joseph tour that you've just finished, you had 10 shows a week, or plus, in your case.
Yeah, 10 shows a week for most of the tour. When we were in Doncaster, when we started, we had 2 weeks where we were on 13 shows a week. So that's the part of it that can be really, really difficult. Mostly just out of exhaustion and trying not to get ill. But in terms of sort of being an actor every day, I would say the grind is the hardest part of when you're not working. You constantly have to be trawling through websites and casting lists and mailing lists to find the next job out there, because if you don't, then you can't guarantee that the work's going to come in. And it can be really difficult to keep that up when you do it for months and months on end, but you kind of just have to keep doing it.
Yes, indeed. That's totally understandable why it's hard, in all fairness. And just before you go, can you name all the colours of the coat in order for us?
Quite possibly. Give me 2 seconds.
I still check that on then, sorry.
Red, yellow, green, brown, scarlet, black, ochre, peach, ruby, olive, violet, fawn, lilac, gold, chocolate, mauve, cream, crimson, silver, rose, azure, lemon, russet, grey, purple, white, pink, orange, blue.
Yes, there we go. Oh, that sounds brilliant. Thank you so much for taking the time to have a chat with us today. And of course, best of luck with everything. Thanks so much. Stay safe. Bye-bye.
You're listening to Morgan on BHR, Bridgend Hospital Radio.